Day off and nothing better than Twinkies for breakfast. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. I just bought this yesterday. Now there's only one left. Who's been eating all my Twinkies? I've been saving them for this morning. Joseph, how many have you had?
I think I had 4.
4? You had 4. Well, there's sure as hell a lot more than 4 missing out of this box. Wolf Dog, do you mind explaining this? How many have you had?
I think maybe 6 or 7, but I lost count after 5.
6 or 7?
Oh.
Hey! Hey! Come on! I bought those myself. What am I supposed to do? Make them myself? Sonic, actually, yes you can. With the new Twinkie Nika. Yes, welcome to another edition of Consumer Reports. And we're going to test out this Hostess Twinkie maker. I'll let Sonic Blue take it away. And I'm just going to go over there and watch. Hostess Twinkie maker? Consumer, are you serious? Hostess Twinkies maker? Wow. So I can make Twinkies in my very own house. And then I won't have to pay so much money to get other Twinkies. I can make them here. Well, let's unbox this and see what we get inside the box. Well, okay, so right off the bat, I see styrofoam. Oh my god, you get a pipe. Look at this piping bag. It's got the Twinkies logo and everything. I guess you put the filling in here, and then you just use that to squirt the filling into it, which that makes about enough sense. You just fill it with the cream and then just... What's in here? Oh, surprise, surprise. Oh look, they give you little different tops, I believe. Yeah, I guess that goes... Okay, so you unscrew that. Oops, and I'm dropping things. So you unscrew that. That can be replaced by any of these, and you screw that back on over here. We'll use the one that came originally attached to it. That looks about the size for the holes that they put on the back of the Twinkies. Okay, let's take this thing out. Oh, and a book. Yes, they have to put a book. That way they can tell you how to make the Twinkies and what ingredients go into making Twinkies. Well, I'm going to put this back like that. Ooh, I can't wait to use this. This looks so cool. Okay, in there. That's the cord. I have it upside down. Here it is. The Twinkie maker. Okay, now I'm going to take this part out. Look at that. Ooh. Alright. Well, I am all excited. I can't wait to try this. Let's see. Let's refer to the Book of Destructions and see what we have to do. Part description. Housing, red power light, green ready light, front handle plug, hot plates. It's got it all. Okay, important safeguards. Never touch hot surfaces. Blah, 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 blah. On a near hot gas, electric burners, in the heated oven. You don't plug. So basically, don't do stupid stuff with it, okay? I get that. Okay, because I used to use a Foreman grill and pancake maker and the little ball maker, the pancake ball, the pancake pops. That maker, they've all say the same thing, so
the
this
quesadilla.
is no different. The quesadilla maker was a total flop. Remove all packaging materials. I did that. Unwind the power cord from the appliance. I did that. Open the unit by lifting the front handle with an oven mitt. I don't think I have that problem. Clean the appliance with warm soapy water. I'll do that after. Cleaning the gear. I know how to clean these. Do not place unit in dishwasher. Yes, we all know how to do that. How to operate. Before use, wipe down all surfaces with damp cloth. Okay, with the damp cloth, we are going to make sure that this is all clean, because who knows, maybe somebody at the factory wasn't too clean about putting this thing together. So we're just going to wipe this down as a preliminary precaution. Find a dry, suitable level surface near an electrical outlet. There's the electrical outlet. Here's our dry surface. Next step. Cooking plate should be lightly coated in a small amount of vegetable oil. Or how about cooking spray? Would that work? This one is olive oil. Lightly coated with a small amount of vegetable oil. Can be applied with a paper towel brush or non-stick oil spray. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I went a little overboard with the spray, but better safe than sorry, folks. And this is an olive oil cooking spray. Next, prepare the batter for the Twinkies. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a mixing bowl to prepare the batter for Twinkie making, and I'm pretty sure I'll need 2 bowls. One for the Twinkie batter, one for the Twinkie cream. This will be for the batter, this will be for the cream. Okay, next. I guess I better look up the recipe. Recipe! There it is. We can make cupcakes, brownies, cakes, muffins, cornbread. Wow. Be creative. Well, we sure will. Classic Hostess Twinkies. Here we go. So, the recipe is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay. A little more than that. That's 1. And we get a 1/2 cup there. A little more than that. That'll be good. 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. The next ingredient, 1 teaspoon baking powder. Got it right up here. And there we go. Baking powder.
Half teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of salt.
Teaspoon salt.
Half a teaspoon of salts. Half a teaspoon of salts. Half a teaspoon of salt. There it is. Okay, next. 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. 1 stick equals 8 tablespoons. So, 1 tablespoon. 1/2 table. No, 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup unsalted butter. I think all the butter we have is salted butter. I think all the butter we have is salted. That's all salted. It's all salted. All of this butter we have, not 1 single stick of unsalted. Well, what harm can it do? We already added salt anyway. What harm could it do? So I need to cut there. That's a 1/2 cup. Not to cut the book, but to cut the butter. And watch out for anybody who cuts the cheese. That is what we need for butter. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. In a large bowl, cream the butter and sugar with a hand mixer and beat until light and fluffy. So this has to be separated from this. Okay, so that's got to be in a different thing. Okay. 1 cup granulated sugar. Full cup of granulated sugar. 1 cup of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. That is a lot of sugar for this. Okay, so 1 cup of sugar. Okay, that's going to go into the one with the butter in it, right? 1 cup granulated sugar, large bowl, cream the butter and sugar with a hand mixer and beat until light and fluffy. Okay, so that is going to be beaten until light and fluffy. That's also where we're going to make our cream. 2 large eggs plus 1 egg yolk. Okay, so I'm going to need eggs and egg yolk and vanilla extract to butter sugar mixture. Okay, so let's do this first before we go any further. Let me get my hand mixer, or my electronic beater, I should say. Okay, let's go ahead and cream this together. Okay, can't get any more incorporated in that. Next, we need 2 large eggs and 1 egg yolk. And eggs, egg yolk, and vanilla. Okay, so has to be added to this. There's the first egg. Okay. Second egg without the shell. Okay. 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. Now, how we extract an egg yolk from the egg white, I'm going to carefully open up one of the sides here without losing the yolk, and just let that egg white kind of drip on down. And then we're going to toss the yolk from one egg half to the other egg half until the egg whites have run completely away. Until you're left with just the yolk. There's a little bit more of the white there. Good. Okay, that's good. 1 egg yolk. Okay. Around it. Okay, next.
Vanilla.
You're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1. 2. That's a little bit more than what I needed, but that's okay. Okay. Mixing goes on. Okay, that's well incorporated in. And now we need 3/4 cup of milk. Now we're going to combine our wet goods. And now we can incorporate these dry goods with the milk. So in goes the flour, the baking powder, the salt, the milk. And you want to just do, and then everybody out of that bowl. Okay, should do it. And I'll get that later. Yeah, I would say this is well incorporated. Twinkie batter! Hey, we made Twinkie batter. Let's put these eggs away. Pick up my cup. Okay. Twinkie batter. Now, next. Plug-in unit. Spray with vegetable oil and fill each cavity until 3/4 full. Try any plugs. I already did that step, so. see if it works. Oh yeah, there's the light. Okay. So we're going to, we might need a little aid from the rubber spatula here. Okay. So now we're going to fill 3/4 full these Twinkie thingies. 3/4 full, right? 3/4 full. It looks about 3/4 full. That looks a little more than 3/4 full. That looks very full. Let me get some of that out of there. Okay. 3/4 full. And then I could have just used the spatula here, the silicone spatula. A little more there. Get that glop out of there. There's glops everywhere. Good. Look at all these glops. A little bit more. I need to add a little more gloppiness to that. A little more gloppiness. Yeah, I hope that's 3/4 full for everybody. Okay, close her up. There we go. And attach it down. Okay. 4 to 7 minutes or until toothpick is inserted and center comes out clean. Okay. So 4 to 7 minutes. We're going to check this out. In the meantime, let's show other types of Twinkies. We can make chocolate Twinkies. We can make red velvet Twinkies. We can make... There's the vanilla cream filling. There's our finished results. There's our Twinkies. We were able to yield 11 of them, even though the book said 8. Look at those Twinkies. We have these ones back here, and these ones which are nice and soft here. I don't know, these ones are a little more tougher. These ones are more sponge-like, so I think these are going to be the better ones. But we'll find out. And here I have my butter and my shortening, and according to the book, to make the vanilla cream filling, we need 3 tablespoons of vegetable shortening and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, softened, and preferably at room temperature. Over here we have 1 cup of light corn syrup, 1 cup of confectioner's sugar, and we're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to blend the butter and the shortening together. Turn the mixer down to a slow filling. Gradually add this powdered sugar. Up and beat for another few minutes until everything is well incorporated. Going to put those in next. And gooey corn syrup, folks. Okay, grab a spatula. And then we're going to add that 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. When the consistency is like that of mayonnaise, we're done. And that kind of looks like mayonnaise, doesn't it? Oh, goopy mayonnaise, but still. Now we're going to fill up this pastry bag here. Try to fill up this pastry bag without having it closing in on us. Okay. There we go. Now here comes the messiest part of the trick. I need you to stay open so I can fill you. There's our pastry bag with a mess at the top. Green tastes good. Alright, we're going to take our first Twinkie here. There's more frosting dripping from the top of the piping bag and not going into my Twinkie at all. This stuff is very messy and slippery and gloppy and gloopy and all that other stuff, and this does tend to create a bit of a mess, folks. I'm not going to lie. This is quite messy. I'm going to bring this around, which has more finished Twinkies in it, and I'm just going to do it right from here. These are the spongy ones, so I'm just going to do them here because they're the perfect holders for our Twinkies. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Starting to get this, aren't I? Kind of helps if you work the hole around like that. And just kind of do like that, kind of widens the hole so you get more frosting in there. And then you just lift up as you squeeze. Fill the hole with frosting. And there we go. Alright. There's our Twinkies. A little messy, but I'm pleased. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Wow. The cleanup is going to be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, folks. Right now, let's pull our Twinkies from the mold. There's our beautiful Twinkies. And now, as you can see, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our Twinkies and we're gonna chill them in the refrigerator so that the cream filling will get a chance to settle. We'll get a chance to solidify. Oh, this one's got creamy all over. Okay, so we'll just find a interesting way to stack these into this little tiny pan that I provided. Do all the Twinkies. There we go. What a mess. What a mess, folks. And I got all over my book. Oh, everywhere. Have a look at this mess, folks. Look at, there's cream everywhere on the counter. This thing's a mess. Your sink is full of mixing bowls and mixing implements. It's a mess. So, and we are going to take the same damn cloth we used before and see how well this thing cleans. Okay? We're going to need the opposite side of this. Starting over here. Now, the batter is going to be a bit of work. See, there's a little crack here where you could easily lose a lot of batter down there, and it's very difficult to clean out without use of a fingernail or a thumbnail to really get in there. This will be in the outside area. Clean that up as best as we can. While I'm at it, I'm going to get this glob here so it doesn't keep messing up my cleaning job over here. Well, if anything, teaches you how to make cream filling. So if you don't get enough of cream filling for your Twinkies, you can always make it yourself and add more to it. There's a plus. Okay, well, and once you get the water hot enough, this cleanup is a little easier. But not by much. There's still a few corners and crevices that are hard to get at, like around the hinges. Real hard to get at. Now we're going to clean the individual insides of each Twinkie, sort of Twinkie hole. I don't know what you would call this, a Twinkie hole or a Twinkie cavity, or the area where you make the Twinkies in. That one got really messy. Ew. Ew. Dirty. Well, cleanup in some areas are easy, while other areas not so much. I'm still seeing places in between where the batter likes to go and hide, and it's just going to take some miracle of a thumbnail to help break that up and get that out of there. Now, with all this batter that's stuck by this hinge, I'm just going to use my finger and get the most of that out of there, and then wipe it clean with a towel. Get all the physical stuff out of there at least. There's lots of hiding places for this batter. Like especially in this corner here, and I can't get to it. I cannot get to this corner. So, now that it's unplugged, I'm going to see what rinsing can do. And since it's not plugged in, not going to be plugged in for a while, because of after all this, I'm going to let this rest for a while. I'm going to give it a good rinse. So this looks like that's what it takes to get this thing fully clean. So you will have to submerge in some water in order to get it really clean, really fast. Otherwise you'd be here all day. But if you do this, folks, make sure your unit is completely and utterly dry before you use it again. But with the way this makes a mess, I don't think, folks, that you're going to be making Twinkies consecutively for a while. Make 12, then buy some more at the store if you run low. And if you get the yen to make some more, feel free. Just make sure the unit is completely and utterly dry and clean before you do this again. And there you have it. I still can't get into that one crevice, so it's going to have to do. Alright. Now, I'm going to set this out to dry completely and utterly dry. So while we cleaned that unit, these Twinkies have been sitting pretty in the refrigerator waiting for a taste test. So let's give it one. And let's give it its good justice. I'm going to be reaching for one of these homemade Twinkies and see how well they stack against the factory-made Twinkies. And look, there's our fillings. Alright, here we go. Taste-wise, it tastes just like a Twinkie. I'm impressed. It's a little dry though because some of that frosting didn't really go through and through. Although, I'm kind of impressed. Maybe you can use that extra frosting that you have on hand and just dip it in for an extra frosting boost. Other than that, I'm kind of pleased. So, let's rate the Twinkie maker. All in all, well, it does what the product says, that you can make Twinkies in the privacy of your very own home. True that it's messy, but it's fun. It is still fun to make the Twinkie batter, to make the frosting. Trying to inject the frosting is a bit of a chore. Trying to get the unit clean is a bit of a chore. But all in all, I'm pleased. The Twinkie maker would probably get a 3.5 out of 5 stars for me. Mainly because it makes Twinkies like it says it does. You can make different varieties of Twinkies, and it gives you a few ideas in the book, so that way you're not stuck with just the one Primola Twinkie type of variety. And we only tested out the one Twinkie variety because we don't have the ingredients to make the other Twinkie varieties. One of these days maybe we will, but I just wanted to test it out for the basic Twinkie, and the taste, it makes really good Twinkies. Like the only drawback is the piping bag. It's a bit of a difficulty to use at first. It may seem like it's not working at first, but you really have to give a good squeeze and then kind of squeeze as you lift. That's kind of how it works in the factory. It squeezes as it lifts and it fills those 3 holes. A little bit difficult to do by yourself, but if you leave the Twinkies in the unit, then you fill it with the frosting, it's a lot easier. So before you put the next batch of Twinkies in, fill it with the frosting and then remove them from the unit and then chill them in the refrigerator after you're done with all the Twinkie making. A little tip that they don't tell you about in the book, but I'm telling you because doing it while holding it in your hand, it's not that easy, and it just makes a huge mess all over the place. You're definitely going to need two hands to work your piping bag. Because you saw what happened to my hand, and that was with one hand, and the frosting kept going up and out of the bag because, well, you got to twist it too. So you got to twist it, make sure you remove all that air out of the bag. But I only had, you know, just it was a huge mess. Okay, so bottom line, it was a huge mess. So anyhow, other than that, you know, cleanup wasn't too bad. I mean, you're going to clean up a lot of your implements, your mixing bowls, your mixers. You're going to probably get, you know, stuff everywhere. Like, you're going to get batter everywhere. You might get sugar and stuff you spill everywhere, because I'm a spill master and I can really do good justice in dropping things as well. But that's just me. Try not to be too clumsy in the kitchen, and all in all, it was a fun device. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying don't get it. I'm saying if you're a fan of Twinkies, I'd give it a try. You'd love it. If you can find one. I found mine at the thrift store, and I gave it a chance. Turned out to be a really awesome device, if you don't mind cleaning up for several minutes after you make the Twinkies. It is a learning experience. And if you can't get the hang of it at first, just keep doing it. The more you work with it, the wiser you'll become. So if you can't get the hang of it the first time around, don't give up on this product. Just try it again until you perfect it. The recipes are simple to follow. And like I said, all in all, I'm impressed. So for Consumer Reports, this is Sonic Blue Darkfold on the Consumer Fox, the one who gave you this device. Yes, you did. And did you like it? Well, on account of the mess that it made, I didn't mind it one bit. I found it was quite fun. Good. So, can I have the Twinkie now? Yeah, they're in the fridge. Oh, go on, you good? And with that having been said, enjoy. And if you have a Twinkie maker at home, or if you can get a Twinkie maker, or if you see one online, I'd say give it a chance. Get it, try it. You'll be impressed with what you can do. So, till next time, enjoy those Twinkies. And don't let anybody steal yours. Now to settle the score with Wolf Dog.